Now on Coast TV News.
Well, showers are moving out. A warm afternoon ahead, but I am tracking some scattered heavy rainfall moving in overnight into Friday.
Rescues rising. That's what we're hearing from the Rehoboth Beach Patrol. The extra attention being paid to rip current situations.
Tornadoes tear through the damage it did in western New York and the assessment from the National Weather Service.
School spending shift. We look at the distribution of money proposed in the Cape Henlopen School District.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And welcome to our clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Thursday, July 11th, 2024.
And if you're walking out the door getting prepared to do so, if you see wet roads or sidewalks, it did rain during the early morning hours, but I think we're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad on my way in, at least where I was driving. Not too many puddles, just wet. So just take it ezy. No fast turns around anywhere. You shouldn't do that anyways.
I know. You're doing better at that. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I like to have loud music, but I drive slow-ish.
Slow and loud.
Slow and loud. That's the theme for today, you guys. All right, well, we are bringing in our guest first, meteorologist, Chris Mastrobono now. Chris, did you see any puddles on your way in?
Oh, yeah. I had some heavy rain.
Ooh.
I came from the north. I had some heavy rain through Newcastle County and Kent County. But, yeah, we had some heavy pockets of rainfall. Most of that is now since pushed off the coast, and we are drying out. Bit of a muggy start. We are still seeing some shower activity from Smith Island to Crisfield all the way up through Snow Hill, but that is still the digging to the southeast as this cold front pushes to the east over the region. A live look at our Boardwalk Plaza cam, some high clouds there. Somebody taking a stroll on that wet boardwalk. 75 degrees in Rehoboth. Dew point still 71, so still rather muggy out there. Temperature wide, 72 in Seaford, 74 in Milton, 74 Lewis, 73 there in Ocean City. So most of the shower activity should be winding down. We will see a mix of sun and clouds late morning into the early afternoon, making a run at the upper 80s to around that 90-degree mark from Seaford, Georgetown to Milton. Could see some light shower activity towards the coast, but it's not until after about 8, 9 o'clock tonight where we see these areas of heavier pockets of rain moving in from the south, overspreading the region, and that will be the kind of the pattern overnight into Friday, and then unfortunately carrying into Saturday. Tropical-like downpours will be the theme. As far as this afternoon is concerned, not too bad, not overly oppressive, topping out around that 89-degree, 90-degree mark as we head into the afternoon. We'll track the rainfall into the weekend, and unfortunately, there's even some more oppressive heat in that extended forecast. We'll let you know when that arrives here in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Twisters uprooted trees and damaged homes in New York. According to the National Weather Service, at least 2 confirmed tornadoes touched down in the western part of that state. And what you're looking at is some of that damage there. One tornado was classified as an EF1 with an estimated peak wind of 110 miles per hour. People in that area spent Wednesday cleaning up and surveying the damage. So far, thankfully, no injuries or deaths have been reported.
One of the biggest, perhaps the biggest tourist draws in our area are the beaches and swimming in the ocean, but it can be dangerous if you're not being careful and you don't know what to look out for. According to the Rehoboth Beach Patrol, there have already been 70 rip current rescues this summer. Rip currents are powerful channels of fast-moving water, and if you do see white foam on top of the water, that's a good indicator of a rip current. One Rehoboth beachgoer that we spoke with just knows how dangerous a rip tide can be, and he does worry about the danger, especially when it comes to his children.
I love the idea of it, and just as parents, we're terrified because, you know, one little rip current, one little undertow, and that's the end. We talk about actually dealing with rip currents regularly. We kind of do like a little refresher each trip, but it's scary.
Before you go into the ocean, the Rehoboth Beach Patrol says you should check the rip current status either on our phone or by asking a lifeguard. Never turn your back to the water so you can always see what's going on. And if you do find yourself in a rip current, swim parallel to the shore.
This does bring us now to our Coast TV poll. We're asking you, what do you do if you get stuck in a rip current? There's right and wrong answers.
Well, we just heard swimming parallel to the shore is a good option,
yes.
And I think 92% of our voters agree with us. We do have a couple chiming in, swim out to sea, try to float, swim towards the beach. I'm just not sure about that one.
I don't know.
I think my second choice would be try to float.
Me too. Just let it take you where it's going to take you.
Just let it go away. And
yeah.
Try again later.
Hopefully we never have to know.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttvnews.com or our mobile app.
The Belhaven Hotel has been a hot topic in Rehoboth Beach over the past few years, and now that proposal is set to be on the table once again this week. The hotel would be 4 stories high, would have retail space on the bottom, and an underground parking garage. It would all be happening right where that Candy Kitchen currently is. A public hearing sparked some debate in June. The process will continue with a site plan review that's set for July 12th. Happening
tonight, the Cape Henlopen School District will continue to develop its future financial plans. This is in the wake of 2 failed referendums this year that would have increased property taxes. The district receives just over $4 per $100 of assessed property value. According to the plan that will be reviewed at Thursday's workshop, the largest change in distribution of that money would be nearly 3 cents per 100 more for tuition to pay for the cost of students attending special schools like the Sussex Consortium or the Delaware Early Childhood Center. Overall, it's not much of a change, but the proposal for 2025 does come in slightly, very slightly, as you can see, less than this year.
Happening today, Milton continues to work on affordable housing initiatives. Sussex County's Habitat for Humanity will be speaking about the organization's role in the development of housing and fixing current homes in town.
And we're going to stay in Milton. The town has announced that it is a 2024 AARP Community Challenge grantee. Milton says it plans to add 2 additional art crosswalks that promote walking and pedestrian safety. 12 crosswalks, you may recall, were painted last year after the town received the same grant. Now, this will be at Federal Street and Mulberry Street. Town officials are accepting applications for artists to take part now until July 19th. Milton says all this has to be completed before the streets get too cold this fall.
The Milford School District is considering a new dress code. This comes after parents petitioned against the current dress code, with many saying it includes too many restrictions. The proposed policy simplifies these rules. It allows students to now wear T-shirts instead of just polo shirts, but no graphics would be allowed on those shirts. Also permits sweatpants, and for students above elementary school, flip-flops. Some parents believe that enforcement is key.
I do remember when they first went to the dress code, and I think they enforced it very well. But I think then eventually they just start getting lax, and it was not enforced anymore. So this is why we're at the problem that we're at now.
The district is expected to discuss the new proposed policy in a meeting Monday there in Milford.
Latest on developments on Delmarva, what you're seeing right here, that's the location of one proposed for Georgetown. It's called Shortleaf Preserve. The development is up for review next week. The area is a 238-lot subdivision, and Shortleaf Preserve would feature single-family homes and townhouses. This would be on the east side of Parker Road, south of East Trapp Road, and the Planning Commission will hear details about that next Wednesday.
It's not just Georgetown that'll hear some plans for townhomes next Tuesday. Milton Planning and Zoning will also hear from developers who are seeking a site plan approval for Mulberry Heights. We're going to show you that location there. The proposed development would be in the area of 500 Mulberry Street. The developers have revised some plans for parking and decks. Plans will be presented July 16th.
Today's a key one. It's a key test for President Biden. He'll look to strengthen relations with NATO leaders during the final day of the summit in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, while also fighting off the calls for him to drop out of the 2024 presidential race. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us the divide within the Democratic Party as leaders debate over another Biden presidency.
The clock is ticking on President Biden's re-election bid.
It's up to the president to decide if he is going to run. We're all encouraging him to make that decision because time is running short.
So far, less than a dozen Democrats on Capitol Hill are publicly calling on the 81-year-old to step aside, citing fears he won't beat former President Trump. The majority are backing him.
I will tell you, when I'm telling my constituents at home, it was a very rough debate night. If you elect Donald Trump, it'll be 4 years of horrifically rough nights.
Others in the party say the focus should be on issues like protecting democracy.
Trump, who is unfit to be president, tried to overturn an election, which is disqualifying.
Former President Trump has said he believes Biden will stay in the race. Those on Trump's short list for vice president agree.
I think he's pretty dug in.
Major Democratic fundraiser and actor George Clooney is among a growing number of people urging the party to pick a new nominee. Writing in an op-ed, "We're not going to win in November. with this president. Some Americans say they'll support the top of the ticket no matter what.
I'll back the Democratic nominee. Period. Either way, because to save the country.
Today, President Biden is seeking to make his case to the country during his first solo press conference of the year. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
This afternoon, Senate Democrats will hear from senior Biden advisors and the Biden campaign. This will be during a special caucus lunch.
There will be more news to get to in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Hotel Heist will tell you how one hotel in Ocean City plans to expand and why some there say it would be an infringement on land that isn't theirs.
Also, we're gearing up for golf. Why one golf professional says the high heat won't deter players.
And Musk Twitter triumph will tell you the legal win for Elon Musk after former ex-employees sued for at least $500 million. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. Our professional pest management program includes year-round protection, 4 seasonal visits or more, and pest-free peace of mind. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
The trailblazing Jesse Graff goes for glory once again. Hasn't hit a buzzer in 4 years. Oh, it's gonna be close!
Ninja Warrior, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
I love this moment, when the audience knows the show's about to begin. This summer, one of our greatest stories will be told in a way we've never seen before. The wait is almost over.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
Come to Out in the Light, where your treasure awaits.
Nestled in the heart of America's coolest small town, Out in Delights is not just your average gift shop, but where you can go for extraordinary finds, carrying items such as nautical decor, vintage vinyl, jewelry, holiday decor year-round, souvenirs, and toys. Don't forget to add a little fun to your shopping by checking out Zoltar or our penny crushing machine. Find what delights you at Out in Delights on Main Street in Berlin, across the street from the Mermaid Museum.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. A new season is coming and so are the pests. They want in. Trust Accurate to keep them out year-round. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Good Thursday morning, Delmarva. Well, we had a few showers overnight, but there are more to come, tropical-like in nature, beginning tonight through Friday and through Saturday. It's not going to be raining the whole time, but we're going to see periods of scattered shower and thunderstorm activity throughout that time. And weekend, well, the begins a bit unsettled and then turns hot and dry, and then, boy, it doesn't really get hot starting Sunday and the next week. Heat indices anywhere from 105 to 110. Most of the shower activity has since ended across Sussex County. Still seeing some showers from Crisfield through Westover to Snow Hill. As far as temperatures go, well, it's mild and muggy to start. 75 Rehoboth, 72 Seaford, and 74 in Milton. Levels should ease with the humidity in the afternoon, and if you're hitting the courses, maybe you could get in around late this morning into the early afternoon, topping out around 90. And don't forget, you can always call our weather hotline at 443-880-9100. We'll have your latest forecast and your full 7-day in just a few minutes.
This morning, a Seaford man facing gun and traffic charges after being pulled over in Blades. According to Delaware State Police, 22-year-old Miles Andrews was pulled over after a trooper noticed a Mercedes with what they called multiple equipment violations traveling on South Market Street. State police say a field sobriety test indicated that he was under the influence. During a search of the car, troopers found a loaded .40 caliber handgun with a scratched out serial number, several rounds of ammunition, a digital scale, and other drug paraphernalia. A Rehoboth Beach man is facing felony charges after leading troopers on a chase. This was in Kent County. Delaware State Police say 38-year-old Joey Finney was driving on South DuPont Highway in Felton. It was confirmed he had active warrants for his arrest, and that's when troopers attempted to pull him over. Finney then drove away, threw a box of cocaine and heroin from the car. He was eventually stopped and is now facing 4 felony charges along with several traffic violations.
A legal victory for Elon Musk after a judge dismissed a lawsuit that claimed Musk refused to pay at least $500 million of severance to fired Twitter employees. Musk did lay off thousands of people after buying the social media company, which is now called X. The judge ruled that the federal law governing benefit plans did not cover the claims made by those former employees. Sometimes, apparently, you got to spend money to save money. That's what Costco hopes you think. The retailer is raising its membership fees. So get ready. It's going to cost the basic members extra $5 a year. It's going to bring the price up to $65. Those executive memberships are going up $10. It'll be a total of $130. It's the first membership price hike in 7 years. Last year, Costco made $4.6 billion from its membership fees. Still ahead this morning, we're gearing up for golf, telling you how one golf professional says they're keeping the greens hydrated as those temperatures rise.
We had some showers overnight. A nice, beautiful look here from our tunnel and razor cam in Lewis, 74 degrees. But I am tracking some heavier rain tonight through Friday and into the early part of the weekend. And plus some extreme heat is in that 7-day forecast. We'll break it all down coming up after the break.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
This summer, hit the road in a quality pre-owned car from the Car Store. With best-in-market pricing and the peace of mind of the Certified Advantage, now is the time to buy. Come see us today and drive away in a quality pre-owned car that's new to you. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
Are you looking for a way to improve your health and well-being? The solution is simple. Get moving. Whether it's a brisk walk, hiking, biking, or even swimming, any form of exercise can benefit your body and mind. Physical activity can reduce your risk of chronic disease, improve your sleep, and boost your mood. So what are you waiting for? Make physical activity part of your daily routine and start feeling the positive effects today. Remember, every step counts towards a healthier you. So let's get healthy, Sussex.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Find your perfect truck at the Truck Store in Delmar. Work, adventure, life. Our trucks handle it all. So get to the Truck Store and drive away today in a quality pre-owned truck that's new to you. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Transform your bath today with baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:17, and we are giving you a live look at Lewis. Cloudy skies there. Perhaps, is that a little orange glow in the back upper right corner of that? Getting a live look there at the Roosevelt Inlet. And Chris, we will expect more sun, but it'll just be a little bit later on today.
Yeah, we'll see some later this morning into the early afternoon. Not an overly oppressive day, but we are tracking, unfortunately, some more unsettled weather into the overnight. It's all going to be thanks to this cold front just off to our west. It's going to kind of park over Delmarva, and we're going to see areas of rain and downpours move along that front over the next 2 days. We had some rain overnight that has since dissipated, and we're looking mainly dry across Sussex County. Temperatures right now 75 Rehoboth, 72 Seaford, 72 Salisbury, and 74 in Milton. Now, dew points are going to be dropping a bit. We're still in that muggy level right now, but they're going to be generally in the mid to upper 60s through the afternoon, but unfortunately they're going to go right back up as we head into your Friday. Now, as far as temperatures are concerned, we rise to about 84 by noon, topping out in the upper 80s, may graze that 90-degree mark, especially in inland areas by around 4 this afternoon. So we clear the shower activity out, mix of sun and clouds through about 3. And then watch as we get into this evening. There's those heavy pockets of rain moving in after about 9, 10 o'clock. Torrential downpours possible with these pockets moving into the overnight. And then we get breaks throughout Friday morning. And then another area comes in Friday afternoon into Friday evening. So you kind of get the idea. Not going to be raining all the time, but when it does rain, it's going to be very tropical-like. And then that rain could kind of linger into your Saturday afternoon. Some of the models get it out here Saturday morning, so I'll have to fine-tune that over the next few days. But there you see the front over the Delmarva, and then by the early part of next week, the heat really gets cranking across the area. As far as rainfall is concerned, through about Saturday afternoon, could see anywhere from about 1 inch to 1.5 inches with this tropical rainfall moving over the area. 90 degrees this afternoon, clearing out the showers, sun and clouds this afternoon. We see the shower and thunderstorm activity roll in tonight, heavy at times, and that persists into our Friday. Not a complete washout, but you're going to be dodging the shower and thunderstorms throughout the day. We continue it into early part of Saturday. We should clear out by Saturday evening, but you see the temperatures ramping up. Sunday, 93, and check out Monday, Tuesday, 97, 98. Some of the models may even go to 100 there on Tuesday, but I could tell you what, though, those heat indices will be back around 105 to 110 early part of next week.
Chris, it is July. It's the middle of summer, and no surprise, it's hot during these days, and it does present some problems, including golf course greens. Will Scarborough at the Peninsula Golf and Country Club says the high heat, it won't cancel tournaments or keep golfers from the game. We probably know that. But the biggest challenge, he says, is watering the greens according to the weather.
Biggest challenge, of course, is the greens and making sure that they don't get burnt out and they stay green and healthy, but maintaining a level that our members are happy with and they're not getting too slow. So definitely a balancing act.
And be careful to water your own garden, not to water it too much during the heat. The East Coast Garden Center says keep an eye on newly planted material and water it about once a day. Up next, hotel heists. We'll tell you why people in Ocean City are opposed to one hotel's planned addition. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
If you have chronic kidney disease, you can reduce the risk of kidney failure with Farxiga, because there are places you'd like to be. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
All right, land we're going to show you could soon be the Kemah Hotel. According to plans presented to Ocean City Council, the hotel is asking to add a fire lane. There's only one problem: the plan to use part of Sunset Park for that. Note the fire lane is allowed in Sunset Park. Food trucks and tents would no longer be allowed in the red areas. That's where you're looking at right there. Some trellises would also have to be taken down. It's all something vacationer Deborah Wolf thinks will be a problem.
It impacts their local traditions, and if they have food trucks and events there, then it does impact it, and it impacts the wildlife as well. So we have too much of that.
And the Kemah Hotel representative will go in front of the Ocean City Council in the future about the proposed fire lane.
And we're joined again by First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono. A little break from the 90-degree temperatures, or at least for some parts on the peninsula today, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. We are seeing some shower activity, especially to our southernmost areas. Chickateague and Assateague seeing the shower activity this morning. Nothing all too heavy. Temperatures staying in the 70s. Heavier rain, though, arrives later. Keeping a close eye, though. Moderate risk of rip currents. Lewis, 74, rising into the mid to upper 80s under a mix of clouds and sun. As we make our way over to the bay over the next few days, unsettled shower and thunderstorm activity Friday, Saturday, and the same for Crisfield, too. Heavy tropical-like downpours. UV index today, though, is a high one with the sun later on this afternoon. And we are going to see that UV index drop here over the next few days with the shower and storms, but we're right back up to those high levels Sunday and Monday as a heat wave will begin on Sunday. And we'll take a look at that a little bit later on. And there you see those temperatures getting up into the low 90s across much of Sussex County, and then 90 there in Cambridge. And we'll see a temperature of about 89 in Salisbury. Coming up, we'll have a look at the shower and storm activity tonight, as well as how hot it's going to get in that 7-day forecast.
Yeah, it's hot, Chris. Thank you so much. Also coming up after the break, Cape takes a tax, what the school district plans for its financial future after 2 failed referendums.
Rip current risks, what you need to know. Plan on swimming in the ocean over the next couple of days.
And tornadoes tear through one town. We're showing you how fast winds picked up in New York after the state dealt with 2 tornadoes. CoastTV News Today. We'll be right back.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Helping people is why I became an attorney. I'm Kelly Geloff of the law offices of Tunnel and Razor. Accidents and injuries can happen at any time. That's why you have my entire team to help you through the legal process. With over 100 years of experience, we've certainly earned the trust of our clients. Our goal is to help you feel less stressed and be the voice you need to get the compensation you deserve. We're the personal injury team of Tunnel and Razor. Trust us to be your voice.
Hey Mildred, you ready for our weekly twister match? Help! 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 Linda, I've slipped and I can't get up. Mercy, Mildred. Swirl me in bubbles and call me a jacuzzi. I told you should have called Peninsula Bath.
At Peninsula Bath, your safety is our #1 priority because we believe in baths without bruises and showers without surprises.
I'm no longer scared to use my shower. Thank you, Peninsula Bath.
Peninsula Bath, ready when you are.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Now on CoastTV News.
Tracking showers this Thursday morning. I think we'll squeeze out one more 90-degree day before some heavy downpours arrive overnight. I'll have the latest timing of when those storms arrive next.
Beach Patrol battles the concerning number of rescues that are being reported this summer in Rehoboth Beach.
A delegate's new direction as one of the Lower Shores members in the Maryland General Assembly set to resign and take on a different political role.
Funding plan focus, we look at some of the proposed changes the Cape Henlopen School District is reviewing in its spending for 2025.
This is Coast TV News Today.
July 11th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:29, and we had some rain earlier this morning, and we are tracking a little, maybe a lot more for tonight. It sounds like it's going to be a lot more.
Definitely into the weekend even. So we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono now. Chris, I guess we really got to prepare for heat and rain.
Yeah, it's kind of a smorgasbord of all kind of weather activity over the next few days. We had the extreme heat. Today, mainly kind of a dry in this afternoon. We had some showers overnight. Most of that shower activity has since dissipated and pushed off the coast. And we are still seeing a few light showers extending from Crisfield up through Snow Hill towards Chickateague. But other than that, we are dry. And that's all thanks to a cold front that's pushing towards the coast. And that cold front is going to help ignite shower and thunderstorm activity later on tonight through Friday. Here's a live look from our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam in Laurel, 72 degrees. There's some high, thin clouds there. Dew point still 70, so still rather on the muggy side. Temperatures right now, 74 Milton, 72 in Seaford, and 73 in Ocean City. Now, over the next few hours, could still see a few showers linger to the south there, across portions of Ocean City and Fenwick Island. But for most of us, we will stay dry throughout the afternoon. It's this evening where we begin to see those scattered showers and storms roll in, and these could pack a punch with some significant downpours through the overnight and into the early part of Friday. And unfortunately, that's going to continue into Friday afternoon and into Friday evening. So as far as the next few hours are concerned, we stay dry, we warm things up, touching pretty close to that 90-degree mark. We'll track the storms and talk about a big warm-up in that 7-day forecast here in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much. Now moving to another part of our country. Twisters uprooted trees and damaged some homes. This all happened in New York. According to the National Weather Service, at least 2 confirmed tornadoes. They touched down in the western part of that state. One tornado was classified as an EF1 with an estimated wind of 110 miles per hour. What you're looking at right now is some of that damage. People in that area spent Wednesday cleaning up and surveying the damage. So far, no injuries or deaths have been reported.
Beach season, full effect, and we know many people, I know I like to do this, swim in the ocean to cool off, play around there, but a swim, it could become dangerous if you're not prepared or you're careful.
Yeah, definitely. The Rehoboth Beach Patrol says that rip currents are a very serious problem right now. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber spoke with one lifeguard in Rehoboth Beach who said just between her and her partner on July 4th, they made 30 rip current rescues.
Going for a swim in the ocean is a great way to cool off. But for parents like Justin Cohen, whose child almost drowned when they were a baby in a pool, the water is a scary place.
That was obviously a horrible day for us. And just as parents, we're terrified because, one little rip current, one little undertow, and that's the end.
According to the Rehoboth Beach Patrol, there have been 70 rip current rescues this summer. Rip currents are powerful channels of fast-moving water that can happen when the waves are aggressive or calm, says lifeguards. If you see white foam on top of the water, that is usually an indicator of a rip current. Dion Stevenson, a lieutenant with the Rehoboth Beach Patrol, says you should never swim without a lifeguard, no matter your ability.
It was a 10-year-old girl. She, I saw she was standing. She got caught in the rip, and she quickly went out. I took all my clothes off. I went to go get her. She was fully panicked, screaming for help. Her dad was also in the water with her, but was terrified of going to get her as well. Went and got her. She grabbed the buoy, calmed her down a little bit, told her that everything is going to be okay, that now that I was with her, that obviously we would figure it out together.
Emphasizing the importance of a professional nearby. Before you go into the ocean, Stevenson says staying educated is the best way to avoid this danger. Lifeguards update the rip current status for each day at the Beach Patrol, but lifeguards say to never turn your back to the water so you can always see what is going on. And if you do find yourself in a rip current, swim parallel to the shore.
Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Stevenson told us if you find yourself in a difficult situation like that, do not hesitate and call for help right away instead of wasting your energy. She did say sometimes people do feel embarrassed to call for a lifeguard, but that is why they're there. They're there to help.
All right, of course. Now, according to the National Weather Service, there have been 21 rip current deaths in the U.S. so far just this summer. Further, about 100 people drown from rip currents along beaches every year. That's according to the United States Life Saving Association. The association saying more than 80% of beach rescues annually involve rip currents.
Happening tonight, Cape Henlopen School District will continue to develop its future financial plans in the wake of 2 failed referendums this year that would have increased property taxes. The district receives just over $4 per $100 of assessed property value, and according to the plan that will be reviewed at Thursday's workshop, the largest change in the distribution of the money would be nearly 3 cents more for tuition to pay for the cost of students attending special schools like the Sussex Consortium or the Delaware Early Childhood Center. Overall, not much of a change, but the proposal for 2025 does come in slightly, very slightly when you compare it to this year.
The Bellhaven Hotel has been a hot topic in Rehoboth Beach for the past few years. Now that proposal is set to be on the table once again this week. The hotel would be 4 stories high with retail space on the bottom, as well as an underground parking garage. It's all right around where the Candy Kitchen is. A public hearing sparked some debate in June, and the process will continue with a new site plan review set for July 12th.
Also happening today, Milton continues to work on affordable housing initiatives. Sussex County's Habitat for Humanity, they will speak about the organization's role in the development of housing and fixing current homes in the town. This will be during an advisory meeting.
Republican Delegate Carl Anderton from Wycomico County is set to resign this week. Delegate Anderton has been appointed as the Director of Rural Strategy within the Maryland Department of Commerce. This role includes enhancing economic opportunities, infrastructure, and quality of life for rural areas in the state. A process to fill his seat in the Maryland General Assembly will begin with his resignation.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, airport donation taking off, how multiple Maryland counties are coming together to improve the Salisbury Airport.
Also taking the trophy, the Eastern Shore Little League program that punched its ticket to regionals.
And Delaware State Fair fun, what you can expect this year at the State Fair in Harrington. Stick with us on CoastTV News Today.
Come out on Saturday, July 20th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Shops at Salisbury for the Wheels That Heal Cruise In for a Cause, benefiting Salisbury Police Department's National Night Out. All vehicles and motorcycles are welcome. Enjoy great music, delicious food, and exciting activities like a 50-50 raffle and a silent auction. Backpack donations and other back-to-school items are appreciated to support this wonderful cause. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water, or maybe into some hot water if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-GOLFER, FHFur.com.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount, so it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Well, looking ahead across the Delmarva over the next few days, tropical-like downpours are going to be arriving tonight through Friday and Saturday. So a rather unsettled stretch over the next few days. And Well, the weekend starts unsettled but ends dry and hot. We're going to see heat in the seas 105 to 110 return back to Delmarva as we start next week. We are dry throughout most of Sussex County, just seeing a few scattered showers from Crisfield over to Snow Hill, but most of that is beginning to wind down. 72 in Seaford, 75 Rehoboth Beach, 71 in Bethany Beach, and maybe getting in around later this evening, later this afternoon, I'm sorry. We'll see fair conditions, temperatures around 90 degrees, not as oppressive. And remember, you can always call our weather hotline at 443-880-9100. We'll track the storm zone futurecast and have a look at how hot that 7-day is coming up here in a few minutes.
Thank you. Maryland State Police participated in a torch run for the Special Olympics. They crossed the westbound span of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Wednesday. Right and center lanes were closed just temporarily. And of course, a big congratulations to everyone who made that jog. Minimal traffic delays were expected, and those drivers, they were just asked to use extra caution when traveling the bridge.
Delaware State Fair, it is back next week. Of course, there'll be rides, competitions, concerts. Rick Springfield performing opening night, July 18th. And that fun continues through the 27th. That'll be held at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Little League Baseball has been the most thrilling show in town in the month of July, and there's still more hardware up for grabs. Last night, it was Berlin and Talbot County in the Maryland Senior Little League State title. Wind was hurling, but it was a beautiful day for some important baseball, and Talbot was going to have some trouble facing that guy, Caleb Loring, on the mound. He was in a groove early, getting batter one down swinging. Batter two did not fare much better. Loring showing his precision. Dots up the outside corner for K number 2. And then when the third batter came to the plate, well, he'd fall to the same fate. That baseball blowing by batters early, striking out the side in the first. On to the bottom half. Berlin up at the plate. It's Loring with a runner on third, and it's trouble for Talbot. That pitch gets to the backstop. Caden Jacoby Samples scrambles home from third, and Berlin's ahead 1-0. Bottom two now. Berlin threatening with a runner on second, but this time it's going to be some leather being flashed. Cooper Barletta snags it, throws to second, originally called safe, but the umps would overturn it, inning over. On to the fourth. It's 2-0 Berlin, and that lead is going to grow. Hunter Dysart corks this one to deep left, sending the left fielder chasing, spinning. He's not going to have a play. That makes it 3-0, and that would help lead Berlin to a 10-0 win to earn the state title. They'll head to Bangor, Maine next week to compete in regionals. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And now in your entertainment news, we have an inside look at some documentaries on household names and a major movie yanked from the release schedule. So here's David Daniel with your Hollywood Minute.
There's no army of this earth that's going to stop those wagons coming, little as they're wanted.
Those wagons are on hold. Warner Brothers has postponed the second film in Kevin Costner's Horizon: An American Saga series. Chapter 1 is now in theaters, and Chapter 2 was due out August 16th. But a studio spokesperson says it's been pulled from the schedule, quote, to give audiences a greater opportunity to discover the first installment. Costner reportedly has sunk $38 million of his own money into the Western epic, more than Chapter 1 has grossed worldwide so far.
This was baseball's Watergate.
One of the game's greatest players has stained the game. Mr. Rose has accepted baseball's ultimate sanction, lifetime ineligibility.
Charlie Hustle and the Matter of Pete Rose spans more than 60 years, looking at one of baseball's most fascinating figures. From his iconic play on the field, becoming baseball's all-time hits leader, to his banishment for gambling and imprisonment for tax evasion, and his bid for reinstatement and an unblemished place in baseball history. The documentary series debuts July 24th on HBO and Max.
For a moment, I thought maybe this is the end.
With the global pandemic, Cirque du Soleil is filing for bankruptcy and laying off more than 3,400 workers.
Cirque du Soleil's flagship production, O, closed for more than a year due to the pandemic. A new documentary looks at the effect of the layoff on its performers and crew members and what it took to return to their world-class standards when the curtain reopened in Las Vegas. Cirque du Soleil Without a Net premieres July 25th on Prime Video. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Hey
there, everybody. Happy Thursday. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life.
It's not summer vacation without a trip to work in some carnival rides, work in some carnival games.
Fun.
Yes, we've got the best place to check out all that fun.
Sounds good. We also are spilling some tea. We have some relationship drama. Is the husband in the right or in the wrong for not helping his wife with her garden?
We might need some details on this one.
Yeah, you will need details. We have all that for you and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Well, here's a live look from our Boardwalk Plaza Hotel cam. Folks, running along the boardwalk, cloudy start, a mild and muggy start, dry afternoon, but we are tracking heavier rains moving in tonight. We'll have a look at that hot forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's now 6:46 on this Thursday morning. We are going to take a live look now at Laurel, where things look clear there in Laurel, Chris. Normally we see a lot of haze, but that's the clearest it's been in a little bit.
Yeah, not looking too bad there. We did have some pockets of heavier rain overnight. Most of that has since winded down, but this cold front is going to be the driver for some heavy rain that's going to be moving in later tonight over the next few days. This front's going to kind of stall over the Delmarva, and we're still seeing some light shower activity extending from Crisfield all the way up through Snow Hill, and this is pushing towards the coast. Other than that, across much of Sussex County, we are dry, just a few clouds. Temperatures, it's mild. It's a bit on the muggy side. 75 in Rehoboth, 71 Bethany Beach, 74 Milton, and 72 in Salisbury. Now, the dew points will dip a bit. We're going to see maybe mid to upper 60 dew points for the afternoon, so we're not going to be dealing with triple-digit heat indices, but nonetheless, still a warm afternoon, topping out right around that 90-degree mark. So we stay dry for most through early afternoon, through the early part of the evening. It's about 9, 10 o'clock. We start to see that heavier rain move in across the area. It's going to be scattered in nature, and where we do see it, going to be some torrential downpours, some tropical-like downpours. It's going to feel very tropical-like throughout the day on Friday, and you could see waves of that moisture rolling across throughout Friday afternoon, and unfortunately carrying over into the early part of Saturday. And I think by Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, we should start to see this front begin to exit the coast. And then, well, it's the return of heat and sweltering humidity as we begin the start of next week. So as far as rainfall totals go, generally 1 inch to 1.5 inches by Saturday afternoon. So we stay dry through at least the early part of this afternoon. Mix of sun and clouds. It's tonight we see scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be heavy at times, and we see the tropical downpours at times throughout the day. On Friday, it's cooler, but it's still rather muggy. So the humidity takes a bit of a dip today, but you notice by tomorrow and through the weekend, yeah, we're going to be in that very humid to miserable stage into the early part of next week. Paul Davis 7-day, well, we see the humidity and heat kick back in. Heat wave returns, 93, and this could be one of our hottest stretches we've had so far this summer. 97 on Monday, 98 Tuesday, and those days we could see heat indices as high as 110.
Chris, Ocean City is joining in on efforts to bring new flights to the Salisbury Airport. The Salisbury Regional Airport, they've been raising money to help fund a potential expansion. They want flights to Florida, and now Ocean City has pledged $25,000. Ocean City's town manager says it is a great investment in the local economy.
Sure, any way that it makes it more convenient for people to get to Ocean City helps us all year long.
Other money has been committed from Wicomico and Worcester counties. The airport has already received more than $75,000 in donations from businesses.
The Millsboro Police Department is warning you there's a scam going around, and it's called Citizens Behind the Badge. The department says that these scammers are calling and mailing people, telling them that they need donations to support their local police department. Sounds like a good cause, but officials say if you do receive a call or email from someone claiming to be from Citizen Behind the Badge, it's fake. Do not give them any money or give them any personal information.
Lewis will soon begin controlled cutting for an invasive grass. Take a look at your screen. We're going to show you an example of phragmites. That's the grass Lewis will work to get rid of. The city says this type of plant has been present in Delaware's marshes for a long time, and it does spread quickly. The city will start cutting on public property beginning on July 12th. It'll be done by a machine called a brush hog, and it'll last throughout the rest of the month.
2 Eastern Shore State Forests, Pocomoke and Chesapeake, have been recertified as sustainable. According to the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, there's now 214,000 acres of state forest land with the marker, which means the forest follows guidelines for habitat protection, historical preservation, and recreation.
Historic Lewis Farmers Market back at George H.P. Smith Park on Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. Organizers say it'll be Flower Day at the market with small flower bouquets at the information tent to showcase all the flowers available from vendors around the market.
Sounds good. It's now 6:50. We're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pets, plural here, of the day, 2 favorite brothers. That's Benny and Diesel on your screen. They are looking to get out of the heat. As you can see, they're taking advantage of the air conditioning during this brutal hot stretch. The 2 are best buds, and they were submitted to us by Tammy in Seaford.
But a lot of dogs are doing that right now. We do want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos of your pets and tell us what makes them so special.
Scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Dive into riches at Ocean Downs with a summer cash bash. The prizes swell every Saturday in July, up to $20,000 cash. Earn entries daily and more every Tier Tuesday, plus Friday, July 26th. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Aloha and congratulations to Tina Marzek, who won Draper Media's Pick Your Trip contest, sponsored by Alpha Roofing and Siding. Tina chose a trip to Hawaii. Special thanks to Suicide Bridge Restaurant for hosting our party. Food, swag, we even had a costume contest. Keep listening to your favorite Draper Media radio station for more chances for locals to win.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
.53. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Milford School District considering a new dress code after parents petitioned against the current dress code. Many say it has too many restrictions. The proposed policy simplifies the rules, allowing students to wear t-shirts instead of just polo shirts, but no graphics on those shirts. It also permits sweatpants and, for students above elementary school, flip-flops. The district is expected to discuss the new proposed policy in a meeting Monday in Milford.
Beaches can be dangerous if you're not being careful and you don't know what to look out for. According to the Rehoboth Beach Patrol, there have already been 70 rip current rescues this summer. Rip currents are powerful channels of fast-moving water, and if you see white foam on the top of the water, it's a good indicator of a rip current.
Republican Delegate Carl Anderton from Wicomico County set to resign this week. Delegate Anderton's been appointed as the Director of Rural Strategy within the Maryland Department of Commerce. The role includes enhancing economic opportunities, infrastructure, and quality of life for rural areas in the state. A process to fill his seat in the Maryland General Assembly will begin with his resignation.
The proposed Bellhaven Hotel has been a big topic in Rehoboth Beach for the past couple of years, and now the proposal is set to be on the table again this week. The hotel would be 4 stories high with retail space on the bottom, an underground parking garage. It's currently located where the Candy Kitchen is. A public hearing sparked debate last month. This process will continue with the site plan review. It's slated for tomorrow.
All right, didn't think I'd ever hear this before, but Hall of Fame rapper Flavor Flav recently played his first game of water polo with the U.S. Women's Olympic team.
You had me at Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Comes after he signed an unprecedented 5-year sponsorship deal as the official hype man for the U.S. water polo women's and men's national team.
How do I get that job? Just a hype man? So as part of the sponsorship, Flavor Flav will be making a financial contribution, that's how he got the job, to the 2024 U.S. Women's Water Polo Olympic team.
Flavor Flav will be in Paris, and we're told they'll be linking up with NBC special guest commentator and fellow rapper Snoop Dogg. That is reason enough to watch the Olympics.
Exactly. Okay, that's amazing. We could talk about that all day, but we got to get to weather. 6:55 now. Quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, with all this rain, Chris, perhaps the brown grass that we have out there will become green again.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of rain tonight. That's when the heavier rain moves in. This afternoon, we stay dry. Mix of sun and clouds, 90 degrees. It's this evening through the overnight. We see scattered rainfall move in. That continues into Friday, on and off. Tropical-like downpour. It's going to feel very tropical around here on Friday. That rain we have that threat into Saturday now as well. But look at that. By Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, another heat wave. Could see heat in the seas as high as 110 as we start early next week.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And as always, of course, you can stick with us for Coast TV midday at 11.
And for more news and weather information, download our apps. And have a great Thursday morning, everybody.